Alrighty. So, outside, a storm of black smoke, flashes of red, rages the overwhelm. Unbridled emotion towards Yarel has been telling you or warning that seemed some of his friends he believes were either caught up in it or the mural that's back where you all were headed from. And this tower, as it rises, has sections that from the outside seemed to have been taken over by the overwhelm, some of it encompassing. And yet it goes high, and there's glints of light at the top. And began entering in, seeing this vast room of floating panels. Showed you strange visions of where they switched between various scenes. One of victory, one of defeat, one of heroism, another of code calculation, before you made it to a grand or a device that seemed made to show the math, the way that magic was understood to have saved a village quite some time ago, but figured out that the calculations themselves were incorrect, and once put right, showed a grand sacrifice, a destruction, even one might think a culling. The truth being known, the spirit energy or emotional energy that seemed to be around here started to drift off and no longer manifest as menacing, as it now revolves in more perfection, not dangerous. You can see winding stairs upon the other side leading up. What would you like to do?
The people need to know.
I mean, do we even know?
No, but the legends they know of their heroes, their myths, it's all a lie. I think we need to find proof and we need to bring it back.
What good would that do? I mean, I'm actually not trying to fight with you, Nayland. It's just that sometimes people need something to believe in.
I'm kind of with Callie on this, actually. If we don't have anything to replace it with, we're just being like, everything he believes in a lie, bye.
Well, replace it. What do you mean? Replace it with the truth.
Okay, well, here's the problem with that. Sometimes a little lie maybe is for the best. I mean, people fight wars over this nonsense, and I'm just worried that we're in a foreign land right now. We are talking about exposing their heroes as nothing but myth, whereas maybe they need to believe that they were real. Maybe they need to believe this to keep going. We don't know what effect this is going to have on them.
These heroes aren't nothing. That's exactly my point. It should be known that these fallible 5 people tried to do something good and hurt a lot of people in the process. What about this town? This town that's vanished? How do we honor those lives?
I just don't even know. Okay, so these heroes are not around anymore, right? As far as we know.
Well, I mean, Marlos is one. He's the painter. He's been trying to cover this up for how many years?
Okay. I mean, I get what you're saying. I'm a little cautious because this isn't my home, and I don't know. It just feels like we're about to take people's boat and turn it upside down and expect them to swim their way back to safety. And I'm just imagining the type of chaos that's going to unleash.
But there's already chaos, isn't there? The planet remembers. It's hurting from hiding, and it's having these outbursts. People are getting hurt now.
Well, you're more tied to this place than any of us, so if you think it's for the best, I'm just offering another point of view. But it sounds like you've thought it through, and whatever you decide, I'll have your back.
Don't make this about me steamrolling things.
I'm not. I'm trying really hard to just let you know that I'm on your side. You did a lot for me. Like back at the academy, when I thought I'd never see again. The only thing I miss about that whole thing was I feel like you and I were a lot closer.
Maybe I don't want you to be on my side, Kelly. I don't think I ever have. I want you to be on the side of what you think is right and fight for that. It's okay if you disagree with me, but then disagree with me.
Okay. Sure.
Uriel, you actually live here. What do you think?
Uriel's taking everything in. Yeah. I don't know if this is what happened. I'm not even. He's like visibly shaken. And he kind of breathes. I don't know. I can try to explain it the best I can. I'm not even sure what I'm supposed to be feeling right now. We are of Bloom here in Bloomestia. We're all connected. We, to an extent, feel what each other feel. It all works together. Though we're individuals, those outside don't fully understand it. But you talked about some village. That's not how we would experience that. If what happened, if they really did what these are saying they did, it'd be more like if someone took a knife to your brain and carved it out. And then said, "You're fine. You're not missing anything." Ugh.
In other words, it would be very difficult to unlink people from what they've always believed here.
I don't know. I guess I'm saying more. But you'd know something was missing
Right.
when you interacted. And yet everyone just keeps telling you you're fine. But you know you're not fine.
Well, as far as where I stand, my gut tells me we can find out whatever we want to here, but we should proceed with absolute caution before we go spreading any truths to anyone. Maybe they're not supposed to know. Maybe that's why they've never found it or found the answer, and we're the ones who did. And we have to make the call.
You're saying, like, figure out the intent behind the lie?
Yeah.
That sounds reasonable.
Well, Urel, is that how you've been feeling? Like something is wrong and nobody will tell you what it is? I mean, why are you trying to learn how to paint the mural? Something feels off, doesn't it?
Yeah. The mirror kept on changing, and I think that I didn't get sick like the others. Maybe because I wasn't trying to see the truth. But again, if we leave it the way it is, there would be no more. Our entire people would die. Like, they're gone. And more are going in the generation after me. They could suffer the same fate, and after them, and eventually there's no one left. That's what hiding this has done. But learning it also caused damage, I guess, maybe? I don't know.
No, that actually makes a lot of sense. I feel like there's not going to be a clear answer here, and we're going to have to maybe go with our gut.
You know, if Urel hasn't felt, or I guess the people haven't felt that loss, like they're missing parts of their brain, I mean, maybe this community isn't gone. Maybe it's just being hidden and kept separate.
What do we know about the people here, Urel? Your civilization before all of this?
I don't know what you mean.
Peridot, do you know what I'm trying to say?
Like the generations before?
Yeah, like how much time is actually recorded here?
I mean, centuries. So, our village been around about 1,000 years.
Is that when when was the Overwhelm?
Well, the hero supposedly did this about 100 years ago.
Okay.
And the Overwhelm started in the last 3 or 4 years.
Okay, perfect. I mean, not perfect in that way. More so just 100 years. in the history here before the Overwhelm, there's obviously some, like, I feel like if this has only been like 3 or 4 years, suddenly I'm kind of leaning the other way, because I thought this was more of a, like, hundreds of, possibly thousands of years of stuff, but this is just recent history. I don't see why this would have as much of an effect if we showed what happened here.
Well, that depends. What's the life expectancy of a being from Bloom?
Oh, we can go on. About 200 or 300, depending. That's hard. Some decide to become one with the world, but the oldest I've known, it's been more. I guess Marlowe is supposedly 150.
Okay.
The other heroes were older when it happened, so then none of they all passed away. At least that's what we're led to believe. He's kind of like doubting everything right now.
Yep.
Because if these heroes were the bearers of this secret knowledge, if their life expectancy is coming due, maybe since they're not bearing that pain anymore, it's overwhelming Bloom.
Yeah. Not facing your truth. That's something that we're always warned about what that can do. That causes all types of problems on this world.
Well, I mean, if it's truth that is the dictation of the day, then
Yeah. At least your truth is hard. Like, as kids, we're watched carefully. We're shown what happens if we treat people badly and then pretend like we don't, or do harm and pretend it was justified, or to say it's justified, and don't own up to the other part of it, or own up to the other part of it, but not why we felt justified. I guess it's everything's about owning the full thing, and I mean, I remember I had a bad case of denial that put me in the hospital when I was a kid. Learned to not do that again.
You're sorry, Kelly, go ahead.
no, you go right ahead. I was just going to comment.
Are you worried at all that if you stay with us and you learn more in this tower, that you might get sick like the other people from your generation?
Let's have a little laugh, and he holds up his left hand, and you can see this crackling red growth on his lower wrist and forearm. Some black smoke swirls around. You might say that.
I kind of nudge Peridot.
Ow! She kind of rubs her back and looks at you.
Peridot, I'm trying to tell with my eyes, go over there and, reassure him, but I'm not saying anything. I'm just trying to convey it through my eyes.
Peridot kind of reaches over and takes Yarel's hand. And there has to be some way that we'll to find out the way to convey the truth without it being as overwhelming.
Yeah. There were people alive when this happened. I don't know if they've forgotten or... I hope there's a way.
You know, if it's all about, confronting your truth, and I kind of look between the two of them, what's your truth, Pharrell?
Sessions ago, he already confessed at your...
I know, but
okay.
She's still meddling.
Okay. Okay, so he doesn't know what you mean because he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I already
What's your
talked to
truth, Peridot?
her.
My truth?
Mm-hmm.
Peridot thinks like really hard about it, and she's gonna be like real literal here.
It's going out of her brain.
So Peridot's gonna be like, I'm scared. I'm scared about going back. To Nightfall Narrows. Remember?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm scared of that too.
Now that I think about it, I wonder if maybe that's what might be causing all of this. Denial. That the hiding of the truth is causing all of these feelings of regret and denial, and it's causing all of the problems.
Nayla gestures like, duh.
Yeah, I think Nathan says that, but I agree with it more when you say it.
Oh,
Nayla punches Ace in the shoulder.
No, I don't think anyone's quite said it that brilliantly, Peridot.
My fucking god.
He's got to work on being more persuasive. It's about your body language. It's very hostile.
Good. And that's the feeling I'm hoping to convey.
Okay, so sounds like to me we have a lot of trekking to do here. So how are we feeling about that right now? Are we good?
Yarel, do you want to continue? What were you saying, Kelly?
God, what was I saying? Crap, I don't remember.
We have a lot of trekking to do. Are we ready?
Are we ready? Oh yeah, I was just gonna comment that because this place has been very difficult, to put it bluntly, and I don't know what's behind the next door. And I'm, to be totally truthful right now, I don't like what this place is doing to us all, and I can't keep... I don't know if I can handle this. So if we're going to do this, let's agree to do it and just start marching because I don't want to think about it.
To be clear, the thing we're doing is murdering the guy.
What? Who?
We don't know that yet.
Painter.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Uriel. Okay.
No, I'm not gonna murder him.
That's so confused. If it comes to it,
So that's not the current plan.
I think the current plan right now is for us to just try to fix all the crap that's happening to this planet with all the denial and all the
Maybe there's an eraser.
Well, maybe, not to say Kelly was right in the beginning, but maybe we take it in smaller steps. If denial is the enemy, then maybe our first goal is just to learn. Without judgment, without anger or repression, we just see what's in this tower and we accept what's here.
Can we all agree to do that as a team?
I'll try, but anger and repression are like 80% of my personality.
I promise I won't do anything too crazy without running it by the team first.
That's fair.
Uriel, are you comfortable continuing with us, or do you think you should wait here? I don't want you to get sicker.
I think that whatever it is, it's already started. I might as well know what's going on. On one end, I have to maybe know more than anyone else did. I don't know. I don't see any reason not to carry on. I think whatever's happening's happening.
Well, just so you know, you don't have to. If you want to head back. I know what this place is doing to me, and I imagine it's a lot worse for you.
I appreciate it, but I'll stick with you, all of you.
Okay, so in that case, we have a little tradition here in our group. Everybody put one hand into the circle. Okay. Everybody put a hand in the circle.
Uh-huh.
Okay, go ahead.
Begrudgingly.
Ace does.
We have been through hell. We have been to hell and back. We have gone through each other's best of days and worst of days. We live to fight another day. And no matter what happens, no matter how much we might get on each other's nerves, at the end of the day, we are a team and a family. And no matter what, we have each other's best interest at mind. So, as we continue forward, just remember this, our dearest of all creeds. Go, team, go. As I give everyone a rally.
Yes.
All right. And so from here, I think the only way left to go is up, right? There's a staircase.
Mm-hmm. Who's leading?
I will lead.
Cool.
All right. In that case, as you proceed forward, you climb up the steps here. And the more you're moving towards the next floor, the tower seems to groan. The overwhelm outside seems like it can be heard, almost like it's chipping away at the stones. And then, taking another step up, it's as though it's perfectly quiet. The air grows heavy, like a room where everyone's too scared to breathe. And you emerge up into a stone chamber, split in half by a jagged fissure. Here, the walls seem to have come apart, and now you are feet from the overwhelm on the outside. You can see where it seems to encompass above, but something seems to hold it back from fully coming into this space. Within its swirling torrents of black and red, you see faces of the people of Pumesta screaming, yelling, sometimes pulling each other's hair. Refusing to talk or communicate. Kind of worst emotions, unresolved relationships, all swirling. It sometimes goes from slightly horrible to almost comical as a young child runs and hides a cookie. A parent is frustrated, but all within seem trapped. On this floor, a single wall remains intact, etched with what appear to be hand-carved pictographs. A large figure, arms wide, standing protectively in front of what appears to be a round object of something fragile. In the center, this enormous gauntlet lies on the ground. It's too large for any of you. It's like 7 feet. It looks neglected. And cracked. What would you like to do?
Walk up to that figure.
All right, the scroll on the wall.
Oh, it's a scroll? Like a writing? I was picturing like a statue.
No, it's hand-carved pictographs.
Oh, crap. Okay. Interesting. And these pictographs, the pictures, does it show them like taking actions like a Egyptian hieroglyphics or the?
Yeah, they're almost like childlike carvings, and it shows this large figure shielding others and lifting apparently something very happy and very heavy, and dropping it. And then the others who he was protecting turn their back to him. He's all alone.
This match any of the heroes? Did any of them have like a Thanos glove? I guess I would mostly be talking to Uriel because he would be the one to know. That so I kind of described the scene by saying, this person seems to have had that gauntlet on, lifted something, and it fell, and everyone turned their back on him.
I mean, I don't know about that, but as far as a guardian, the heroes, I mean, I think of Grant.
Yeah, we had something similar where I'm from. Someone carrying the weight of maybe the world. Does that sound like this Grant?
Yeah, I never heard anything of the others not like talking to him or leaving him, though.
Maybe it's another hero who time has forgotten. If anybody wants to take a look at that glove, I feel like I get this feeling like if we put our hand in it, something's gonna happen.
Yeah, it kind of does seem like really ominous.
You want to take a look, Peridot?
Sure. I'm gonna go look at this glove. I'm not gonna put it on yet.
You look at it, and as you get closer, you can see from the cracks there's this barely visible golden mist that seems to pour out. It's this thin stream rising upward. And yeah, I think you can see the wall, like the inner walls of it are thick, and while it has this odd shape, it almost seems to be almost like a larger seed. Looking on the lower part of it, you can see almost like petrified roots that like might have come out of it at some point.
Oh. What do you see, Peridot?
Sorry, I'm eating a,
Oh.
a chip. It looks like some kind of seed came out of it or something. And as someone who was once made of highly organic material, I'm not sure if I want to touch it. But then there's this stream. Just like this, the streamy mist kind of like, is it going like straight up, or is it like being absorbed by the overwhelm almost?
Yeah. So you're trying to figure this out. Give me a knowledge roll.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to add in that rally die. Stop. Dice, please. No, that's not what I want. I just want the rally die. Thank you. Okay. Okay. That is a 20, but with fear.
All right. Looking at it, you see the golden mist seem like it culminates a little bit where the ceiling of this tower is, because it's part of still by the staircase and this one singular raw wall, making it very rickety. It's almost like it holds it together, but also you watch it and it seems to be feeding and spreading out, and you can barely see that it seems to be holding back the overwhelm. And you can now see it, this, what once from far away looked like just this kind of self-contained cloud, now is like pressing hard against, as though it wants to come forth like water in a broken dam. And it's very clear to you that the mist is becoming thinner, much thinner.
Matt, can I clarify my picture of the room?
Sure.
So there's the room with one wall holding up the ceiling.
Yes.
There's a fissure in the ground that's leaking this mist.
It's fissure in the ground, and kind of within that is the essentially seed that's leaking the mist.
And then on the wall that's here is the pictogram mural thing.
Yes.
Where is the glove?
In the center. It's a gauntlet.
It looked like a gauntlet, and as you got
Oh.
closer, it looked like it became more like a seed.
Got it. Okay, I see now.
Okay.
So that's when, yeah.
I thought the seed was in the gauntlet, so I was
Gotcha.
a little lost.
So good.
But it's in the fissure in the ground.
Yes.
Thank you.
Peridot, any chance we can figure out what kind of plant that is? No? Okay.
Sorry, I was muted. I'm not a botanist, but I'll give it the good old try. I wanted to say college, but I have never been to college.
Your life on there was long enough to know of it, though.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Another knowledge roll.
It's another 20 with fear.
Okay. Getting real close. This, you could tell, once supported a lot, like many stalks and roots, like enormous amount of energy this would have contained. And I think as you follow it and look on the inside, there's intricate, now petrified and dead patterns within the inside. That makes you believe this is where what formed the constructions of the people here. And that in some way, what grows from this, all the blooms that you've encountered. But more like large stalks that would continually produce them, maybe with some certain other steps, but this is a destroyed piece.
Yeah, is this one of yours, Ace?
I mean, maybe. If I was, that looks like something I would make.
I just know that you have that connection to like nature and stuff, so. Yeah, I was just curious if you're able to even contact them. Have you tried to contact them since we left the 20s?
He's tried once, twice, and got no response.
Okay.
Right. I think staring in here, Peridot, you find like it's almost like you're intruding upon this space. And there is this blast as a puff of gold mist exits, and then no more mist comes from the seat anymore. And there is a crack as a surge of black smoke and red lightning fill the space, crackling out. I need everyone to give me agility reaction.
Okay.
17.
18.
14.
$12.
All right, Nayland and Peridot, as the smoke and the red power rocket out. Bits of stone are unearthed, some from the fissure, some more from the wall as the entire upper part of the tower shakes. Pieces fall. You are restrained underneath them. And you each take 9 physical damage. And then I'd like each of you to describe something unique about the debris that falls on you and what you think it tells you all about the tower. So that's Peridot and Nayland.
I think part of it falls on top of me and kind of like has me pinned, and I think it would tell me about like some kind of like unique makeup of like what the tower's made out of. I feel like the tower is made out of some kind of like special material.
Ooh. I like that. And I would say as you look at it, it's almost like it's made up of the last bits of what would normally create people here. As though the last bit of energy that was in the seed was made to make the tower. The nail it?
Nalen's jacket is going to. She shields her face and tries to protect herself from this falling debris. And I'm going to use an armor slot against that HP.
Yes.
But something she notices is that it felt almost like sand or like a big strong wind before she actually realized pieces of the tower were falling down. And once she realized that this was debris was when she actually started to feel that she was succumbing and becoming restrained under this debris. Almost like your reaction to it, your emotional reaction to it helps shape what actually happens to this tower.
Gotcha. Very cool. Then what would y'all like to do?
Ace, can you get Nayla and I'll try to get Peridot? I'm going to head over to Peridot and try to help her get out from under this debris.
Ace will do the same.
What do we need? Like a strength roll or a...
Yep, be strength.
I hate saying it. All right. Oh, but
I got a critical success.
Woohoo!
Let's see what I get. I'm going to add some cheerleading training due to my advanced athletics. Okay.
Can I help, Kelly? Because I'm naturally strong.
Yeah. You can give a
Yay!
help die. I like that.
All right.
It is, in fact, my major score.
Hey, good news, Peridot. I'm no longer in the negative. All right. 17 with hope.
Okay. With that, you're able to lift it off.
We gotta figure out a way to stop the Overwhelm from getting in.
Yeah.
I feel like there's like a howling kind of like sound that we're shouting over.
It feels like this gauntlet glove seed thing that's now a seed, whatever it is, it seems to have been the thing protecting this area until now. So is that seed like completely just gone and it was just turned to the golden mist?
I mean, the outer husk of it is still there.
Oh,
The
okay,
mist
okay.
just stopped coming out of it.
Yeah.
All right.
And now just as like now in the room as you push this over, it's there is black clouds in the red, and you do see like it seems like it like some of it spilled forth, and it is encompassing part of the stairwell. Partially blocking the way up now, and from going over all of you, it's like now like spreading out in this small crack that was formed in the barrier. That is looks like it is starting to widen as it's now moving out towards the greater planet.
Ace is gonna try to close the shell.
So it's not coming from the shout. It's coming from the
No, I
overall.
know that was more. I didn't really expect that to do anything. I was just.
Okay. Gotcha.
He just sees that occurs because of that, and he's like, "I wonder if I."
I'm gonna take out my blaster and just be ready.
Whatever this golden mist is that seems to be holding out the majority of this overwhelm, Nayland wants to try to see if she can use her emotional electromagnetic spectrum sensitivity
What?
to determine what the emotional charge behind, or the intent behind this magic is. If it's fueled by a feeling of fear, or fueled by a feeling of pride, or just sheer will.
Okay. Yeah, give me a presence roll, please.
Okie dokie, and I will spend a hope to use my experience. That is a 15 with hope.
Okay. Yeah, I think reach out to, you're trying to determine about the wall itself.
Yeah, is the intent of why this magic is here. Is it a feeling of being afraid of the overwhelm outside? Or is it a feeling of my work is precious in here, my pride is going to keep that overwhelm out?
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's the sense of almost more desperation. And I would say fear or worry. As you kind of connect, I think as you try to do this, you begin, especially now that within the cracks, you begin to see almost like a scene that voices begin to fill the space, and you can see what you seem to be these heroes, one being Marlo, the figure you've seen before, Nayland. You can't understand all the words that are coming out, and you hear the words, "We need more power." No, not Grant. He doesn't know how to. And you can see that kind of from this first person view, Grant has something in their hands, lifting. She feels it slipping, and then it snaps. And people stop screaming. You can see Syra, Thorn, another who be known as Valerian, kind of turn away. Marlo turns but looks guilty and a bit shaky. And Syra looks very calculating and has a slight smirk as she quickly tries to show Grant only her looks of disappointment.
I think Nayland's eyes flashed blue for that second, almost like when she has one of her grim psychometries, and She, like she's in like a trance, is like, the others, they didn't believe in Grant. They didn't think he had anything but brute strength, I guess. No magic, that he couldn't help. He was hurt and ashamed.
Yeah, I remember that feeling back in the day.
I think magic sucks. Like useful, but it fucks up your perception of life.
I guess it can. So, Grant, this, if they didn't believe in him, like, what did he do?
I don't know. I'm not sure if maybe that desperate need to prove that you're useful is what's holding up this part of the tower.
No, he'd want to probably overprove it, if anything. But probably not through strength, right? And it's... Okay, so... Okay. Kelly is going to take a look down to see if we're being encroached. Like down the side, I guess, of all these broken walls.
Okay. Encroached by what? What are you? I don't understand.
Well, I'm not entirely sure what's coming, and so I'm kind of trying to get bearings, I guess. Like, does it feel like I can't tell if we're being if there's something coming toward us, or if we're just in a room and trying to figure out.
So there's nothing coming towards you. There, like I said, the overwhelm has penetrated the room,
Right.
and it's kind of leaking out over you. Though only in like this stream that has been made because of the crack. So it's not encompassing the whole room, just like a section of it now.
Okay.
But it is getting worse.
Yes.
Does anybody feel anything? All right. And there's no way out of here. It's like we have the one wall. We've got the drawing / whatever engraving.
There's a staircase up, but it's partially obscured by the overwhelm that's leaking in.
Okay.
Feel anything? I don't know that this mist feels afraid. It feels desperate, but willful and determined.
Maybe that's what we have to do. Maybe we have to take that upon ourselves so we can overcome it. Like, maybe there's something that everybody can think of. I'm sure there is. Everybody has something they're insecure about, right? So maybe facing truth and helping Grant and then getting out of here is the whole point of us being here right now. I'm just thinking back to that room where we had to lean into the pictures. but I am not the idea person right now. So I'm sure one of you has a better plan.
To be honest, my plan's the same one it's always been.
To
We're
fight?
not going to light it on fire.
Considering it's kind of like a tornado, I don't think lighting it on fire is a good idea.
No, but I'm still convinced if I burn down this tower, some of this stuff will stop.
Look at you, Peridot. That's growth.
I think Peridot also is going to kind of like turn to Urel and be kind of like be like how like painting doesn't work. It's not the same here as like how from our realm painting is. What if we paint into reality a new wall to hold it back?
I like that. We can help it show, I don't know what's in here, the force, the room, that there's not only one way to do things. It doesn't just have to be magic. It's all different ways.
And like Kelly said, we could use those feelings of determination and like to do it.
Yeah. Like, overcome your insecurity. Obviously, nobody has to share. I'm just offering a, possible solution to the overwhelm up there. Maybe it'll back off if we can show we overcome what's been keeping this place sealed off.
Is that possible, Matt? Can we paint into creation a new barrier? Not knowing how to do it?
My D&D sheet had a paint that does that.
Well, doesn't the guy with us know? He was
Yeah,
doing it.
with Urel's help.
Urel's help. You should know how. He was doing it.
Yeah, he does have those paints.
Okay.
Do the paints only work on a surface, or can they, like Molly's saying, paint a wall into creation?
I mean, they do seem to be made to go on a surface.
Okay. Well, we can still work with that.
I think Nalen's just going to start trying to build out of the debris that's in here up another wall.
Okay. So you start to stack the things here, the walls and the debris. Yeah. So I guess I mean I'm not sure what you're trying to. The rest you're trying to do, just like trying to take his paint and throw it in the air, or what are we trying to do?
Matt, the only thing that Kelly was trying to do was she was thinking that this is something like a trait that we all have to overcome in order to get out of this room. But to be perfectly clear and honest, I am very lost and confused in terms of how to get out of here. So I'm just throwing out some ideas.
That's fine. I'm just asking what you're doing. Like, so I guess what I'm saying is like there's a lot of like, so Nayland, we can go through. It's like when there's like, can we, don't, like, don't ask can we, like you do something. If it fails, your character might die. It's fine. But just like do a thing.
Nalen's intent is to try to build this wall to share the weight of the tower without using the force that's coming out of this seed, to reinsure whatever fear is in this room, that there isn't one way to do it. You don't have to do it the way your 4 other friends said you did and you were inferior for not being able to do.
Yeah.
You
so
can do it by building a wall.
Things. Yeah. I like that. Sure. So let's do this then. Let's go ahead and make this kind of a group challenge. Everyone can kind of do what they feel like will add and secure the room, since that seems to be the idea. The party wants to secure the room. So I think sounds like maybe Nayland, you're leading it, if that makes sense.
Sure.
All right. So then we'll kind of depart. So everyone else can say what they're doing. We'll get those reaction rolls, and we'll see what we add or subtract from Nayland's roll.
Ace is looking through the rubble that he can move pretty easily, and like the stuff in the room to find like good things that they can use as supports to keep the wall they're building up, essentially, or put on the other side, like longer pieces of wood, things like that.
Okay, so you're kind of going more into the physical construction.
Yes.
Here, I like it. Okay, I guess go ahead and give me instinct. You're kind of looking around to find the right things.
17 with hope.
Okay. And Peridot or Kelly?
Peridot would be trying to hold it in place long enough for it to for the construction of it.
Okay. So you're trying to hold it in place. How are you holding it in place?
So like if I'm imagining kind of like the her using her strength specifically, like if the overwhelm is like trying to like push against it, she's holding it in place so that it can all like against it, like physically.
Okay, I gotcha. Yeah. So as you're pushing back, trying to get the pieces to hold together as Nayland's trying to re-support everything. Yeah. Give me your strength.
A 23, but with fear.
Okay. And there's no hope or fear because it's reaction.
Oh, right.
Oh, good. Then Kelly.
I need a minute. Y'all can go ahead and do this. I mean, is what I was trying to say.
Okay. All right, then I guess Nayland constructing this. I feel like it could be strength or knowledge, your choice, depending, I guess, how you're trying to go about it.
I don't know that she's necessarily being smart about it. She is just heaving and pushing and lifting.
Yeah, do strength.
And if I can use my experience, say I can't and I will.
Nice. All right, and you get a +2 from your from the party here.
So this is a +7 I am rolling with.
Nice.
24 with hope.
Okay. So, with that, then I would say that you begin stacking the walls. You're putting this in there to try to push against, and this idea where you're like, it's okay. Like, there's other ways to do this. Showing them you see, and you see Yarel smile as he gets up, and you see he's shaking now, like especially the overwhelm had come in, and you can see in this room that scar of it is spreading across his body now that has entered the room. Like it's almost consuming him. As he puts his hands with all of yours, breathes like in very intentionally. You see a bit of golden mist get added to your efforts here. And sealed. The wall, the tower above is supported, and this wall seems momentarily secured, though there's no more mist coming from the sea that seem to be continually doing it. And you realize you only have so much time before the overwhelm might pour out upon the planet. For now, it's calm. The bits that are out, you see now spreading out and moving across the planet, probably a good 80-foot wide disk of it. Though, and it swirls, cut off from its source, it kind of stops, and it seems like it starts to coalesce into now an orb, almost like it's contemplating its next move.
This building's starting to feel like a parasite. Just an observation. Just public sharing.
What should we do now? We stopped it for now, but I don't think it's going to be held back forever.
I guess we just keep going. Right? I mean, until we can find a way to undo all of this anyways or stop it.
Yeah, we either keep going up or... Well, now that we have a second to breathe, do we think there's a way to fix the seed while we're here? I mean, maybe Kelly was right. Maybe now's the time we try to unload something we're insecure about, or... Well, I don't really know. I don't know.
As you look back towards the seed, you can see a hulking figure, very faint blue, resting against it. A ghost, basically, of what you kind of recognize from the images as barren resemblance, or probably Grint.
The figure downstairs spoke to us. Maybe we can speak to him.
Hello? You still here? He's gonna basically check to see if whatever entity was attacked us earlier is still here and willing to talk.
Yeah. Oh, it looks up to you. Thank you. I've not killed the world yet.
Do you want to?
No, of course not.
All right.
He looks at the seed. I was told to grab it. Cyrus said her calculations were perfect. It would go off without a hitch. And I killed it.
What do you mean you killed it?
Looks at the seed. I pulled too hard. He said the magic had stabilized it. We were going to heal the infection, but I destroyed it. They all died.
That wasn't because of you. The calculations were never meant to work.
What do you mean? Cyrus said she had perfect so that we could do it flawlessly.
Syra lied. Peridot, tell him.
The calculations, they meant that everything would have to be destroyed. Everything. And like she tried, that, trying to see how I would describe it. That by destroying everything, even the people involved, it would make everything better. Even if that meant lying about it.
Then they all knew. Valoran knew.
I don't know about them, but I know that Syra knew.
You mean? But she said I had to stay here because of what I did. I never. Then kind of shakes her head. No. The point is, it's not my fault. And you can see just beyond the cracks, the gold seems to get slightly brighter before his image flickers. And kind of steals themselves. Why have you come here?
And we just wanted to figure out how to stop all the storms and chaos. 'Cause the planet's kind of dying.
It can't be held back much longer.
What would that be exactly?
Syra, she said. She said that when you can't survive something, it's best to repress it, even if it will kill you later. That's all she said. That was. She points to the storm. What I was meant to never tell anyone. As long as I did tell anyone, no one knew. It couldn't hurt anyone.
It sounds like the whole intention at the end was it was gonna hurt people.
I don't know.
Am I crazy?
You are not crazy necessarily. That's what Grint believes. This is just Grint. He's okay. then go forward. And he kind of puts out his hand, and for a moment, golden light shines on your hands. And you have a extra temporary armor slot.
Ooh.
Use the truth. Something's coming. I saw it sometimes. Something has woken up in the Overwhelm. Or, I don't know, been born.
Can we still not get up more because of the debris and stuff?
No, that's clear.
Okay, then should we just... Should we just go?
Yeah. I don't know how much time we have. Grint, we're gonna try to learn what really happened. What's in the Overwhelm?
He nods. Go ahead.
I guess I offered this to the last ghost, so it feels kind of rude not to offer it to you. You want to come with?
Shake their head and they flicker more. I can stay here. It will consume me, but I can keep the wall open there for a little longer. It won't last more than a day.
Fair. I respect that. Yeah, I say we get going.
Yeah, Nalen's ready to go.
Alright. Anything else before you all move ahead?
The only thing was when Nayland saw that vision, would Nayland have told us about Zyra's smirk?
Yes. She would have been narrating everything
Okay.
in a very monotone, like an assistive device.
All right. As we kind of like start heading up through the debris and like I imagine like we're climbing up around and it's like going the circular staircase up kind of thing. Peridot pauses for a moment and she kind of like looks up at you guys and then back down to where Grint was back down in the other room, and then she kind of like is why do people smirk when they know things that other people don't know? What is that feeling? Is it
It's feeling better than someone else. Even if you're not.
why would Syra do that though? Why
Hey,
would
Kelly.
she have that feeling?
Kelly in all this is I think that probably just triggers a bunch of memories for her, because she used to do that to people all the time, and so she's going to be very quiet.
You can also tell from Ace's perspective that he used to do this all the time. Like, he's speaking from experience. You know, at the end of the day, it just makes you feel powerful.
And I'm wondering if maybe that feeling, the reason why Syra did it, or the way she felt when she orchestrated all of this, if that has something to do with what the overwhelm, why it's the way it is.
I don't know.
I'm so sorry, my headphones gave out for a second. What did Peridot say for their idea?
Oh, that she's wondering if the feeling behind that smirk in that moment when Syra feeling this kind of like self-importance, or like maybe she had some hidden motive, is behind the way behind how like what the overwhelm is like, or like that, like it part of that, and like part of like this desperate need to prove yourself, like some kind of these horrible conflicting emotions have created something like this.
I mean, I wouldn't say you're wrong, necessarily. You gotta be a pretty messed up person to do all this, knowingly.
But is it ever that simple?
No, but like, gaslighting the people around you into staying into a tower believing it was their fault is pretty bad. Like, I'm not perfect. I've done a lot. I can't say like wanting to end the world's a bad thing, or you know, something people don't go through in their life. I'm just, the intent doesn't feel friendly here in any capacity.
No, that's true. And I guess I just want to remember that, you know, people lie when they think their truth won't be understood the way they want, but you know, there's a fear and a pain there too, next to how it's not friendly.
Sound like you speak from experience.
What is that supposed to mean?
What do you mean? What is it supposed to mean? It just means that you tend to not let people get close to you.
He's tries to dip out of this conversation and start one with Peridot.
Where are you going, Ace? No, you go. I grab Ace by the collar.
I don't go around smiling at other people's misfortunes, so I don't really see where the comparison is coming in. Really.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I get that feeling. But at the same time, like, just because you want people to interpret it away doesn't mean they will, and that's kind of their right. I've learned that quite painfully a few times too.
I mean, Ace, we've heard things about your youth and your childhood, right? I mean, was there any part of you that was smiling because you finally succeeded at something and there was nobody there to smile for you?
Oh, 100%. I loved that I was good at something. I found the thing I could finally do, and I did it.
It's a human thing.
I was like one of the best at it.
So it is complicated, right? I mean, that's lonely. That's
Not necessarily lonely. It just means that what Ace said. Having one up on someone is powerful. At least it feels that way. And you don't really care if someone sees you doing it or not, because if they do, then you know that you're being, observed as powerful.
I've also had a lot of ups and very far downs in my life. And even in the worst of times, somebody smacks me onto at least a better path
That's
than I
true.
was currently on.
Yes, Ace.
So, at the very least, you need to, even if you're snowballing, I get that that's hard and lonely, and I get that probably more than anyone, but, at the end of the day, at this point, looking back, I'm happy people stopped me.
you sound like you're speaking from experience too, Kelly. At least Ace is owning it.
I am owning it. What are you talking about? I'm not owning it. I've talked very candidly about my past. I've told all of you what a horrible person I was.
And she kind of bragged about it when I first met her.
Well, I mean, I still was sort of that person at the time.
Yeah, I know.
So of course I'm owning it. And you should own whoever you are too. You were earlier telling me I need to defend my position and believe in what I believe in. At least I can state out loud what I can believe. Who I am. You still need to figure that out. And I'm sure whoever it is a wonderful person and will be accepted. But after so long on the road, Nayland, you still sometimes feel like an absolute stranger.
Nayland's just kind of clenching her teeth. She doesn't really know what to say.
Okay, say something. Go on.
We don't know how long this tower is going to hold. This definitely feels like a problem for later.
Your hair looks stupid.
Nayland pushes you.
Ace begins humming the Cheers theme song to himself.
Your jacket's torn. You trying to come up with insults and finds it very difficult all of a sudden.
I don't know what you're trying to do, Kelly.
I'm trying to get you to talk.
What is this? Talk about what? We've been talking.
Truth.
We're actually standing here talking instead of saving the world.
Okay, well, when you're ready to confront your truth out here, I want you to do it, okay? I want to see it.
But maybe do that after we, get rid of the crazy world going crazy when you show emotion.
Yeah, wow.
It seems relatively safe in here from that. Is that true?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you have been somewhat protected from those effects here.
What were we talking about?
Perfect.
Yeah,
Let's continue going up.
Yeah, marches up the
We're going up the stairs. And that siren might be evil. Who knows?
Oh yeah, definitely is evil. That's about it.
So fun. All right, then as we go up to the next bit, let's go ahead and take our break, and then we will come back. Alrighty. We come back. Alright, see here. So we got Molly.
I'm back.
I too am back. I think everyone's back but Molly.
Right. Under Mal. Well, I think we'll let's go ahead. Oh, there we go.
I was cutting onions. I'm back. No, really, I was cutting onions.
I believe you. I'm just like, you're getting ready for the tears, apparently. Oh. All right. In that case, you walk up the stairs. The bit of the lingering golden mist parting. You can hear the sound of the emotional thunder of the overwhelm. Distant, now sounding like weeping. You enter into a towering, circular chamber. Its walls covered in half-painted murals. Unfinished strokes, glitched reflections, and smeared faces. Some almost comical, smiling, pointing. The paint itself seems to shift as if trying to correct itself. In the center, suspended midair by a lattice of golden mist and flickering red static power. See the figure you've been tracking, Halen. Marlowe. Paint-stained clothes, older, and limbs slack, paintbrush dangling, with their eyes glowing dimly. Canvases spin slowly around him, showing unfinished. Ideas, truths, each one that you see looks like he was getting a step closer to painting maybe what he thought really happened. Scene of Syra lying, painting that clearly exonifies Grant. Thorn making protests. Behind him, a high arch splits open like a wound, leaking dark smoke and unintelligible whispers. What would you like to do?
Arlo.
The eyes slowly come up. Ooh. Ooh. Knows my name.
We do. We know a lot of things.
You know. What do you know? I don't know what I know anymore. What is real? What? It's all one blur of color. I can't remember anymore. What did I lie about? What truth did I say? What do you know?
Malin looks at her friends, trying to gauge how much we want to say we know.
I mean, I don't really think it matters. I don't really. Ace wouldn't really. They just kind of shrug.
We know Syra. Her calculations. Everything wasn't as fine as she claimed they would be.
Yes. Yes, she told Valerian. Of course.
We know you tried to bring it up. Thorn tried to bring it up, but she insisted. We know she said it was because Grint pulled too hard. She said it was his fault. He had to stay in this tower to make up for it. It wasn't his fault.
Of course. Grant. No. But that's right. I kept silent because we couldn't risk him telling people what happened. His mind's so simple that he could accidentally break the enchantment.
Why can't the people know?
Give me a presence check, please.
Oh, mother.
Don't forget you have the rally dice.
Presence what? Action roll or reaction roll?
This would be action. You're trying to get him to.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do that. Ooh, maximum on the rally die.
Ooh.
Okay, that's good. It's 24 with hope.
Awesome. And as you speak all these truths, you can see his eyes glow brighter. And though he was suspended by this energy, it seems to dissipate, and he lands freed momentarily, it seems. As the black cloud pouring from the archway is blasted for a moment with golden light, but then begins to form again as he looks. Right, I won't be free for long. Why? We discussed, Syra, Valorant, and I, what Syra said that it was impossible to heal. The village had become a section of Blumesta was diseased. They had grown sick. And the only answer was to cut it out, and so doing, destroying all those who descended from that section. And Valoran said that he was afraid no one would be able to live with themselves, that the people would perish in self-hatred, not be able to deal with the emotions of a whole area being killed for the greater good. So he told me that I had to make a different history. I thought when the Overwhelm began that he didn't understand really how our home worked. Because Blumesta did not forget. And that we didn't remember is created some type of friction. It's one of the first things we learned not to suppress, and we suppress so much by our magic. By our power and paint. But once I saw what happened, and it kind of sees Iral, when I saw what happened to your people, to your generation, I came here and looks towards the archway, went to Valoran. He laughed at me. He was always the hero. I think he just wanted people to think that he always did the right thing. But he's changed. We had to leave him behind. I thought for sacrifice, but I think he figured out that if he stayed near the site of the infection, he'd never age. He could leech off Blumesta's power. We thought we were doing the right thing. I told him I would tell everyone I'd make the mural correct. Better that than the overwhelm. But he trapped me here. We didn't realize that the effect it would have on this place when we cut it out. And when we saw it, we just wanted to cover it up. And I had the power to do so. I thought I was doing the right thing. I really did. And it gets quiet.
You know, we're not from here either. We were last on this world. On the brink of war. Always on the brink of war. We thought we were doing the right thing. A lot of people died. And we thought we were doing the right thing.
Looks at all of you. Yeah. I wonder if it always stems from selfishness. You really need to serve others to do good, and not yourself, I wonder.
It's kind of both.
What do you mean? Ace.
You gotta, like, I'm saying you gotta go out of your way to, like, find problems like we do, because that's stupid and it kills us most of the time. But, you know, you can just live your life and not hurt the people around you. Half the time you end up helping them. Just kind of learned that recently. Well, too recently.
Yeah. Just felt that we wanted it to be perfect, and a perfect rescue. And that made us want it to seem perfect. Do things that
I guess that's where you failed. You're never gonna get it perfect.
Yeah.
Peridot looks at her friends and kind of gives a shrug. And besides, perfection's overrated.
Yeah, my entire primitive years without it, and I turned out decent. Sorry, I cut you off, Nathan.
Oh, it's okay. I think so many people do so many things to avoid the regret. But I think the regret is the good part of a bad thing. Right? That's the proof that you know it's a bad thing.
Maybe. He kind of smiles. I know we've got something so much worse than if we would have just let people deal with it. Plumesta would have never been the same, but at least it would be divided. It might be consumed now.
So that's Valor in the storm, in the Overwhelm.
Yes, in a sense. He's deep at the center of Plumesta. And he's been feeding or leeching off of her. And when I can tell he's the one, looks at Yarrow again. I think he was able to see when people were able to see through my mural. I couldn't help myself. I hoped that I tried to leave clues so that over a century or so, people would start piecing together. That they would slowly come into it, maybe give them time to process, I don't know. But when they started to, I think he took them or devoured them, I don't even know. But yeah, from the center, he manipulates the storm, creates creatures if he needs to. I even tried to reinforce the lies for Grint and aggravate Cyrus so their energy would flare, their spirits would keep the wall back. Give a bit more time.
That seed downstairs, is that how the descendants from that one part of Blumestia, that's how you cut them off?
Yeah. Syra had made a spell that she told Grint would strengthen it, but he was careful. She actually made it weak. So when he picked it up, it snapped. She lit in it. Gave everyone above a quick death. Instead of them suffering. They had wallowed in We don't even know when it occurred. It was just diseased. We had fought to it after so long, thinking we could fix it. And it was damaged. Almost as if the planet had regret.
What is the disease?
I don't think we ever really knew. Just things came from it. Creatures that would feed on emotion and hurt the people. First it was just people of the village, and then it spread. We traced it down, beat them back, and came to what they were spawning from. It seemed to be dragging those who were descended from it down. Valoran worried what it could hurt everyone eventually.
Is it gone?
What remains
disease.
of the disease? Yes, it should be. We burned it. Thorn was tied to the use from the village. I remember watching. He drew his magic from there, his powers. Watched as that part of him died. But we can tell when we looked, it was completely gone. The only thing left was a little bit of energy that we brought here and built this place with it. Place where it was safe to remember. Maybe that's when things started to go wrong, when not enough of us remembered we're alive.
He's been wrong in a lot of places, but that's a good start. Can you undo any of this? Is there like an off switch for anything?
That's what I came here to do. Towards the archway. That was made so we could always get back to the core. But Valoran attacked me. And imprisoned me up before you helped me get out.
Alright.
I'm a painter. If I can't see the truth, I'm useless.
I don't exactly know how this painting stuff works, but can we just launch this guy into space? Not like this guy, but the guy we're going after into space. And then that just like solve our problem? He's just asking the painter.
All I know is as long Velen has grown very powerful. As long as he doesn't want things to move forward, they won't. I think he's okay if the planet is consumed by the Overwhelm. He's gone. I don't recognize the man. I don't know if I ever knew him.
So that's the guy we kill, right?
Or at least beat up.
I don't feel qualified to give any advice.
Okay, so our next stop is through the arch. Marla, do you have enough energy to keep this tower together a little longer? Till we get back.
Yeah, I think I can. And then he walks over and takes a painting set and hands it to Yarel. It'll be your job to make sure the truth gets out there if they succeed. It'll take the last of what I have. I can sense there's no more magic in the seed. And Yarel kind of nods. As I spend 5 here,
Oh,
as
Jesus.
a hand of black smoke and energy comes and grabs Yarel and laughs. Without the paints, the truth can't be shown.
Can I try to bind the hand? Or is he getting pulled before I can do
He gets
anything?
pulled in,
Okay.
and we'll end there for tonight.